ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa will deliver the party's January 8th statement at the Mbombela Stadium in Mpumalanga at 11 this morning. The stadium gates are open, so let's cross again to our reporter Samkele Maseko. A very good morning to you, Samkele. Thanks indeed for staying with us. You've been in Mpumalanga for the past few days as a build-up to today's festivities, and I would imagine you must have engaged, with some of the key stakeholders in the political formations and some of the residents of Mpumalanga, some of the community members there. And we know that traditionally Mpumalanga has been one of the provinces that has been an ANC stronghold. Is it still the case today, given some of the issues that you highlighted earlier on, that of corruption, that of lack of service delivery, that of high crime rates? Is it still a firm favorite within residents of Mpumalanga communities?
Well, Sampiwa, the ANC is still having Mpumalanga as one of its strongholds. In fact, members of the ANC have already started trickling in here at the Mbombela Stadium. As you can see, they are coming from various branches of the African National Congress. There you can see the Women's League. They're waving, as is Mbogoto of the ANC as the Women's League. They are here at the stadium. Numbers are coming in. We've seen a number of buses also ferrying ANC members to this Mbombela Stadium, where the January 8th statement of the party will be held. This is a 43,000 capacity stadium. We are told that there is also an overflow area outside, and also here by the pitch it will be used as an overflow area. But just to move away from stadiumology of the ANC and the various formations in the country, this January 8th statement comes at a time where the government and also the ANC is embarking on a 30-year review of the party in government. I'm going to bring in Mr. Muzi Chirwa, who is the provincial secretary of the ANC here in Mpumalanga. Mr. Chirwa, for this rally, a 43,000 capacity stadium, there are issues with some of your branches saying they will not be coming here. I saw them being addressed by Amanda Msibi earlier on today. Has that issue of those people around this region of Nkangala, will they be coming through? Are they not coming through?
Thank you very much. As the ANC, we are 100% ready for the start of the 112th anniversary of the ANC. It is all systems go. That's what we can say. We're only just attending few issues of transportation of our members, but we're all here in Mbombela. We're about to start very soon to ensure that the informal program starts. The cultural carnival will be entertaining people here in the stadium. It's all systems go. Where there are glitches, where people still need to be addressed, leadership is all over the place, can address all members, any concern that is around. But now it's time to celebrate the ANC 112th anniversary, as we also celebrate the 30th year of our democracy.
Mr. Chirwa, when you look at some of the transportation glitches, what are causing some of the transportation glitches that you are raising?
The glitch is about we have over-mobilized. The number that we wanted to put to Mbombela is 72,000. It looks like we have mobilized more than 100,000 people, hence other people don't have transport at this point in time because there are so many people who want to come, but the number of transportation that is available in the province may not cover all of them, so we're making means to ensure that everyone does have transport to come to Mbombela Stadium.
Mr. Chirwa, the issues pertaining to the 30-year review as in Mpumalanga, you've got most of the electricity generating coal power stations in this province. What are some of the issues pertaining to job creation in that sector of energy? You as a province have been resourceful in saying that the closure of some of the coal mines is wrong, it's premature, and it's affecting you negatively as a province and creating unemployment. What would you want to hear on that economic aspect from the January 8th statement, knowing that you helped draft it as a member of the National Executive Committee?
We're happy that through our structures, the discussion about the issue of the energy in our country, we've agreed also in the NEC that we'll continue to use coal as the major source of energy in the country to ensure that we save and also create jobs for our people. So also the issue of the just energy transition, we said that it can't be just without it taking into account the interests of the people and the communities around those mines where these communities are residing. So we're happy that also the president, when he speaks, he said we are resolving the issue of energy, of load shedding. But Mpumalanga is also central because it's the one that is housing the entire energy of the country. So we are there and engaging with the Department of Mineral Resources.
On the issue of transportation in the province and the road infrastructure, a number of potholes caused by the heavy labor that is there and activity within the mining sector and those trucks ferrying the coal to the coal-powered stations. How are you resolving, as the provincial secretary liaising with government, the issue of the quality of the roads infrastructure within the province, and in particular the cities such as Mbombela and also Mpumalanga across the province?
Our main proposal is that as a country we must find an alternative way of ensuring that we transport goods and services on the road, so that we don't only rely on the trucks. Those trucks by themselves, they also distract roads. Trucks themselves, they also cause accidents and traffic on the roads. We are happy that we are going to hear in the January 8 statement, the President is going to speak on the issue of the management of the traffic on the roads, all of those things. So we are happy that this issue is receiving the necessary attention. The Minister has been mandated to ensure that she deals with all the logistical issues that surround the issue of the transportation of goods and services on the road.
What happened with the vehicles that you normally use to canvass members and society across the province to come and join ANC events? Did you not have access to those vehicles that were bought by Robert Kumete this time around to go around and campaign throughout the province?
We're using those bakkies. All of the bakkies of the ANC are available to all of us for use. So that issue is not existing. So we're using those bakkies. As you can go outside, you can see a number of those bakkies that were deployed all over the province.
Thank you very much, Mr. Muzi Chirwa. Just the last question. When do you anticipate that the program will start? When can South Africans anticipate that your president will take to the podium?
We anticipate the president to speak at 11 o'clock. Once all the issues are addressed, all people are in the stadium and the cultural carnival started, the president will come and address our people at 11 o'clock.
Who's going to be your premier next year? Is the incumbent premier coming back, or the chairperson will be the premier?
The NEC has put up a process in place. The PC will submit 3 names. Out of that process, the interviews, a candidate that will be successful will be our premier.
Who do you think will be the premier?
The premier will be out of the 3 candidates that will, one of them will succeed in the interviews.
Thank you very much, Mr. Muzi Chirwa. That is the provincial secretary of the ANC in Mpumalanga, saying that the president of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa, will take to that particular podium where the stage has been set at about 11 o'clock this morning, where he will then deliver the ANC's January 8th statement, Mkombandlela of the party to its members for the political year ahead. Interestingly, just like when the Congress of the People was formed back in 2008, 2009, in those elections, the ANC split its January 8 statement and its manifesto launch, because they always say when they are faced with adversity, when they are on the back foot, they always want to come out guns blazing, particularly when it comes to the numbers game. This time around again, just like in 2009, they've been split. The January 8 statement is here in Mbombela Stadium. The manifesto launch will be in Durban at the Muzi Chirwa Stadium on the 24th of February. In the words of Nomvula Mokonyane, they are showing their might and are saying to those who are writing the political obituary of the governing party that that is not happening. The ANC is alive and kicking, and they will face the MK party of former President Jacob Zuma of this party, who led it for over 26 years since the 1991 conference of the ANC at Durban, Westville, and subsequently been a member of the ANC for over 60 years, and as a leader has ditched this party and turned its back on it electorally. But they are saying they will not deal with those issues at this point in time. They are focused on the manifesto review. They are focused on issues of the January 8 statement. They are focused on their own party, and sideshows will not be entertained. Simpiwe.
You know, Samkele, earlier on, you touched on a very interesting issue, that of the stadiumology politics of the ANC, which the party has always been obsessing with over the past State of the Nation addresses and as well over the past January 8 statements, events. And quite interestingly, I've been listening to your conversation with the Provincial Secretary Muzi Chirwa, who said that, as a matter of fact, they over-mobilized their supporters to come and join in the festivities. And he did allege that about 100,000 people, want to attend, but as a result of transport limitations, they are not able to accommodate all of them. So it raises a very interesting question and, I would suppose, debate as to whether those people, even if the Mbombela Stadium is filled to capacity, will those people translate to votes? And it also raises another issue of the kind of impact that the new players in the political scene, such as the formation of the Umkhonto weSizwe, and the kind of impact that it has on the ANC support as we go into the elections.
Well, Simpiwe, if we were to take stadiumology as a litmus test for votes in this country, for instance, this stadium, I'll just ask my colleague Tabo to show you. This stadium is a 43,000 capacitor stadium. If we were to use the numbers that were used in 2019 of 43,000, to get one seat in parliament, you need about 43,000 votes to get a seat in parliament. So if the ANC, hypothetically speaking, these are all voters who are here, this would amount to one seat using the stats of 2019 in those particular elections. The ANC would get one seat just for filling up the stands in the stadium, not counting the people who will be here in the overflow area on the pitch and not counting the people who will be in the overflow area outside. That then tells you that the stadiumology politics within the country is just a mindset game. It's used as a PR stunt by political formations. But also, looking at the results and the votes the ANC got in 2019, the ANC got just below 11 million votes. The highest number of votes the ANC ever got was back in 2009 in the first election of Jacob Zuma, where the ANC got just over 13 million votes in that specific election, but just missed out on a 2/3 majority because of the cope factor. Subsequent to that, with the demise of the Congress of the People, it saw the rise of the economic freedom fighters, which also ate away from the ANC's electoral base, which also now speaks to the MK party and its performance come this year's election. It will speak directly of how much votes Jacob Zuma can eat away from the African National Congress. I always liken that situation and that scenario to the IFP fallout with the Kamakwaza Msibi. When she left the IFP, she took a number of votes from the IFP in the province, which subsequently meant the province of KwaZulu-Natal was hung and subsequently removed the IFP from various municipalities within that province. And those votes cascaded in the IFP and the NFP, the ANC rather, and the IFP working together in KwaZulu-Natal. The same fate has befallen the ANC with the formation of MK, which will eat away from the base of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal. But also, you've got to go back to the Umfowethu research of the ANC in 2009. Where there was a deficit of votes, the ANC got 800,000 more votes nationally in KwaZulu-Natal, but those 800,000 votes did not translate to the province, which subsequently meant that people in the province of KwaZulu-Natal who are predominantly IFP at the time may have voted for Umfowethu in the form of Jacob Zuma in 2009 and subsequently repeated that provincially and also nationally in the 2014 general election, which was the re-election of Jacob Zuma as president of South Africa. But those votes started going away in 2016 in the local government elections, particularly with the revival of the IFP and also with the revelations of allegations of corruption, state capture, malfeasance in the African National Congress.
All right, Samkele, we'll touch base with you a little later on. Thank you so much for that analysis. Samkele Maseko there at the Mbombela Stadium, where the ANC is holding its 112th anniversary celebrations. We'll definitely be chatting to him a little later on.